This style is for pen and ink artists interested in a blend of romantic gloom rendered in elegant patterns. It's a mix of lavish geometric design. In today's study of Master Kay Nielsen's work, we will focus on how you can practice his techniques and incorporate elements of his style into your own pen and ink projects. First impressions. His book illustrations would be appealing to fans of Aubrey Beardsley, Harry Clarke, Edward Gorey of the same era, but also more contemporary works such as Sergio Topi and to some degree Junji Ito. It's because of the continuity of patterns. Here's what I mean. Nielsen uses this pattern in the cushion, the costume, hair, tapestry. He's creating this elegant visual continuity. Junji Ito uses the same method for visual continuity in his illustrations with these spirals. It's in an entirely different context, but just to show that it is an effective technique. So a good place to start when studying this master is with observation. Look to the repeatable patterns. And the next step is to practice those patterns and see how you can apply this method for visual unity in your own illustrations. I chose this piece to study for its effective use of contrast. Notice how we can still read this illustration quite well despite the amount of detail. Nielsen achieves this by alternating the layers with positive and negative. It's either black over white or light over dark, reversing the patterns as they stack over one another. It's always framed in a negative space. I also really like how he did the wings, and I took note of other patterns that I will want to use in my own project. Now for the exercises, I'm using my Moleskine sketchbook. It's the one that I use exclusively for master studies. In it, I made a grid for 6 mini studies. The idea here is to practice how the master constructs the patterns. When you're doing this, pay attention to what you like about these patterns and how you might incorporate them in your illustration. In the first study that I did, it was a direct copy. I did it to get a feel for his technique because it's very different than my own style and how I would approach inking an illustration. So for this exercise, the purpose is to experiment so that you're referring to the master's work for inspiration, but not necessarily trying to copy it. This is where you're interpreting what you see and recreate the illusion in the same way that you would say if you were doing it from a photo reference. Speaking of photo references, you'll get more value from doing an exercise like this when you have a project in mind. Here's one of my first illustrations from when I was a total beginner back in 2020. Doesn't it sort of have a Kay Nielsen vibe to it already? The way the textures overlap, sort of positive, negative, plus the two-dimensional quality of it. It's a little flat. So working from the original photo reference, here I can tweak the figure to replicate the long, sinuous limbs of his fairy tale characters. With a basic sketch down and a general idea of where my patterns will go, I also refer back to his other illustrations just to see how he addressed rendering the hair and the drapery. The most important traits to keep in mind when aiming to do the Kay Nielsen style is the visual continuity. And I achieve this with that repeated pattern. The little circles, they're here and there. And the other thing is the vibe, which I think I did well with the romantic gloom, with her stance and the expression, with that overall design and the composition. I hope that you enjoyed these quick tips for what to practice when doing master studies. You can either start with a goal in mind, as we did here. I wanted to redo this piece and I thought the Kay Nielsen style would be fun. Or you can just copy the pieces of artists that you most admire, notice what you notice, and go from there. For more on master studies, you can watch my master study playlist here, do a search on the artists that you're most interested in, or just binge in order. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And I wish you all the best with your pen and ink projects.